They say dead men tell no tales. But that just ain't so for some of us.
Why we were in with the stiff anyway? The bulls will find him soon enough once he starts stinking.
But your belly aching, Dutch. You ain't paid to gripe, and I ain't paid nearly enough to hear your gums flapping. I'll get his feet. You get his hands. You should have known better than to play the double-cross, Dutch.
Took you guys long enough. Oh, I smell like shit. How long I've been out here?
Not nearly long enough, Eddie.
They offer me a ride, but I tell them I don't mind walking. As I wipe away the smell of death from my face, I remember to prepare myself so I don't end up getting killed again. That means arming up my revolver. The evil bastard I'm about to meet is everything you might expect in a crime boss. He's cunning, ruthless, and a son of a bitch. Alphonse Aligheri. Big Al.
Ed, come in, take a load off. How you doing?
Dead. But you knew that already, so why bother asking?
Well, there's no law that says you can't be courteous to your old friends, is there?
We're friends again? Is that it? Not to mention, he's a demon. Last I heard, you didn't care if I lived or died. Makes a guy wonder why you pulled him out of the gutter.
You're an ungrateful piece of work, you know that, Eddie? As far as I'm concerned, the world would be a better place without you in it. So the boss here wants to dust you off. It's fine by me. But I'll be bent if I'm gonna let you spit in his face.
Now, Tony, I'm sure Eddie here didn't mean to ruffle our feathers.
You need me. Otherwise you wouldn't have dug me up. And muzzled your dog.
Why?
Tony! Why don't you go get some air?
What,
you know, blow off some steam.
Yeah. Take a bath. Poor Tony's looking rough. Maybe you're working him too hard.
You know, you got a lot of enemies around this town, Eddie. You don't want to make Tony or me among them.
Letting bygones be bygones?
I'm talking opportunities. It's no secret. You and I, we don't see eye to eye. We have some differences. But you have a special talent. One that makes you very valuable to my organization.
Yeah. You don't care if I get whacked. And if I do, you can just dig me up and put me back to work.
Here's the thing, Eddie. Me and Bruno York, we've been working out a deal. It'll put an end to the squabbles over the territories.
Meaning you finally muscled over old Bruno.
Call it a mutual beneficial agreement.
Yeah, sounds real peaceful. How do I fit in?
There's a lot of red tape that come around negotiations like this. Outside parties are brought in to finalize the deal. But the demon who was there to make the arrangements vanished. Right out from under our noses.
This demon got a name?
Laszlo.
I take it he's a big shot?
High order.
And you don't think he just got the urge to go sightseeing, do you?
Well, that's what I want you to find out. Real quick. Real quiet. The arrangement goes down in a week. And the work's already getting twitchy. If this falls through, well, that's just bad business.
How do you know Roarke didn't have anything to do with it?
He hasn't got the horns.
Well, who'd you have watching Laszlo?
A deputy by the name of Benito.
One of Tony's boys.
You leave Tony out of this. He didn't have anything to do with this. Never thought you'd let a grudge cloud clear thinking.
Come off it, Al. You can't trust any of your boys. And you can't go to work. Because it'll make you look weak. Right now I'm your best friend. Because I was tits up when Laszlo vanished. As for the rest of your boys, you can trust them about as far as the butt end of that stogie you're smoking.
That's what I like about you, Eddie. You're a thinker. So think about this. You do this for me and we're square. You can go about your business. And if you get yourself killed again, I won't dig you up.
Alright. But after this, we're square.
Whatever you say, Eddie.
I'm no different than the next fella, really. I lace up my shoes 1 foot at a time. I drag my carcass out of bed every morning in hopes of scraping through another day. And I do my best not to get maimed, mutilated, or murdered. Only I'm not as good at that last part as most people. Now here I go again, digging up another grave for myself. Even though being dead never seems to stick for me, I've always thought the dying part was a pain in the ass. Let me guess. You're one of those guys who thinks he has it all figured out. You see, you think you've got an edge over everybody else in the smarts department. You think you know every trick in the book, and you can weasel your way out of any problem. But what you don't know is you're dealing with the oldest tricksters in the book, and they always collect on their bargains. I should know. I was just like you. I can never get used to those damn dreams. Thank God for bourbon. After shaking hands with the devil himself last night, I had to purge him out of my system, and bourbon is the best for that. 3 days to be dead. That's a long time. It's good to be alive. Sometimes I forget about the sun and all the memories it brings. The brighter days carry so many memories of the ones I love. Now, all I want to do is keep those memories close to me. That's why I dug up my photos of her. Come in.
Ah, good morning, Eddie.
Sophie. Sweet girl. Tough as nails. I tried to save her brother's soul a while back, but I was unsuccessful.
Glad to see that you're off to a beautiful start to your day. What's this? Don't you think she's a little old for your taste?
Don't suppose Danny knows you're here.
I never took you for the naive type, Eddie. The place hasn't changed in the past few months. What is that?
Gets better with every sip. Another? Guess it's not as smooth as that fancy stuff you're used to now, huh?
You know I didn't always have a view of the avenue. You have a new scar. More than one?
Any word from the worm?
No, I told you he's not seeing anyone. He's been in hiding for the past few months, and he's running. He's running from someone, or he's running from something.
Then why are you even here? I had that coming.
Drop dead Eddie!
Whenever she gets mad, I just lay a wet kiss on her lips and put out her fire. They say sleep is the cousin of death. And when you have my condition, you barely know the difference.
I smell it on you, like cotton candy. This is a place for the dead. I will ensure you'll stay here forever. I won't let you slip away this time.
Damn nightmares. At least Sophie let herself out. Time to get back to work. My best bet is to track down the guy who was supposed to babysit Laszlo. I'm lucky on 2 counts. 1, Benito is a creature of habit. And 2, he's well known among the cursed. That means I can find him. Benito's known to chase the dragon in one of the squat houses on the Lower East Side. One of his dealers ratted him out.
Go away, this room's occupied. Whoever you are. Alright, Eddie. Jeez, what are you doing here? I thought you were dead or something.
You believe everything you hear? Talk.
Talk about what? I got nothing to say.
That demon you were babysitting. What happened to him?
How should I know? Got a breath of fresh air that didn't stink with brimstone. You know, decided to take a walk. Taking a show.
I hate it when you lie to me, Benny.
Oh! Why'd you do that?
That's nothing. Nothing compared to what Tony's gonna do when he finds out you've been crossing Big Al.
Why would you tell me that?
You know, I might be able to help you out. But you gotta give me something.
Alright. But you gotta help me, Eddie. Things got out of hand, you know, and I didn't realize they were gonna nab him.
Who?
I didn't recognize him for out-of-towners. I thought he maybe owed him some money. I just wanted to make some extra dough. You know? I didn't realize he was so big shot. They never told me anything. How was I supposed to know that? Big Al and Bruno, they buy and sell souls like a green grocer buys and sells cabbage. Hey, who might have questioned if they want to chisel it?
Souls?
Yeah,
This is interesting.
that's what you hear, right? The book Laszlo carried around? You know about that, right?
Stay out of trouble, Benny. I don't want to come back here again.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Sometimes I think I'm better off dead. Now that the Book of Souls is brought into this, it makes my job more difficult. Why would Laszlo, a high-order demon that's supposed to settle a truce between Big Al and Roarke, want to use the Book of Souls? If Roarke has the book, he'd let me know and use it against me for his advantage. If he doesn't, he'd want to kill me. Either way, I'm in the hole. Bruno Roarke, head of the second largest brood in the city. He runs lowbrow rackets and speakeasies. That bring in the rarest booze, attracting half-breed demons. Beautiful ladies that love to sin, sipping absinthe. Local singers and gamblers, including my favorite musician, Billy Bo Jax, who ushers that new sound. And most importantly, Roarke and his crew.
Hey, that's Mr. Roarke to you, pal.
You've got some horns for a human, I'll give you that. I send some of my boys, good boys, to have a polite conversation with you. And what do you do?
First of all, you know damn good and well there was nothing polite about my running with your boys. And second of all, I didn't do it.
Do you expect me to believe that?
They shot me first. I just shot back. It wasn't my fault they got in the way of the bullets.
And you go and get yourself killed anyways. That's what I love about you, Eddie. I can kill you anytime I want.
He has a point. Yeah, well, I'd rather be dead than have to look at your ugly face again.
Did you hear that, boys? Eddie said he'd rather be dead than look at my ugly face. Kill this son of a bitch. Cut off its head and mount it on my wall.
You're gonna die now, son of a bitch! Hold him! Hold him!
That scratches Roarke off the list. Luckily, I came prepared this time. As I walk back to my apartment, I slowly enter the back entrance. Suddenly, I hear a noise from my room. I reach into my jacket to use my knuckle dusters. Maybe Roarke found out I was alive and had some more goons drive ahead to my place to get the jump on me. There's only one way to find out. Sophie, so glad to see you remember where I left my spare key.
I still love Danny.
And yet, you're in my apartment.
I love you too. But I need a man like Danny who can help me.
You and your brother both. I can still help you. You just have to give me another chance.
Listen. You're just another boy on the block with a chip on his shoulder. No, I need a man, not a drunk. You had your chance with me, and you lost it.
I know. I'm sorry. But I can't take any more innocent souls. Your brother's still alive. And my feelings for you haven't changed. Just stay the night.
No, this needs to end tonight. Danny's... I know you're looking for the book. But so is Danny. And he has big plans.
What kind of plans?
All I know is that he's in the West Side and he's at his office. Goodbye, Eddie.
Of all the people looking for the book, Danny O'Brien shouldn't be one of them. Few mortals climb the ladder, let alone strike out on their own to make it big. Danny went from humble beginnings as a lowly thug in Big Al's employ to owning several businesses all over the city. The one thing we have in common is Sophie, and as of right now, the location of the Book of Lost Souls.
Eddie. You're just playing with fire. Let me guess. You think you're in the clear with me because of that scar around your neck.
The way I see it, I paid you back in blood.
It don't work that way. You came back. Your debt came back with you.
You must love that. Getting your cake and eating it too. You'll get your money back. I just need you to float me till I make arrangements.
The only arrangements you'll need to make are for your funeral. The next time I put you down, I'll make sure you stay there.
It's nice to have goals. But the way I heard it, you pay off Big Al. And I'm still on the clock. Now he won't look too kindly to me getting clipped before this job is done. In fact, wonder how he'd feel knowing it was you who whacked me in the first place.
Then tell him, why don't you? I may get knocked around by demons every now and then, but I'm my own man now. And besides, Al understands these types of things. You don't think he could find another errand boy? If he looks hard enough, he could find one that doesn't get in over his head, betting on hay burners, and bad poker hands. But lucky for you, I'm feeling charitable towards hard luck cases. But my patience has its limits. I want my money, or else our next meeting won't be so civil. And in the meantime, I want you to stop loitering around my businesses. My clientele, they get uncomfortable around your type. Oh, and Eddie, when are you gonna learn? Sophie is done with lowlifes like you.
So she's moved up in the world. That it? Found herself a better class of lowlife. Don't get up. I'll show myself out.
Yes, I met with him. He has everything that he needs. I told you not to worry. Everything.
Denny has an old warehouse on the east side, where he sells a lot of bootleg alcohol to the club owners on the west. I remember this is also the place where Denny disposes of his trash in the infirmary room. And I'm not talking about garbage.
Tell me what this means, Laszlo! Just tell me! Tell me! I'm sick of this shit. Just tell me.
Demons, eh? Bunch of fucking pussies can't take a beating.
Right? You said demon pussy? Demon pussy? Why don't you fuck demon pussy?
How is down there, bro?
Boss, get the fuck out of here! Let's go.
I should have been more careful, walking in with my gun blazing like that. I should have known I could just walk into a trap. Now as my heart begins to cease and darkness creeps in, I feel myself slipping away. Cold. Dark. I emerge out of the darkness. No sound but my own. Suddenly, my vision catches a dark figure moving within the shadows, getting closer and closer. As death takes over my body, my soul remains imprisoned by a soulless entity that doesn't want to let me go.
Yes, gun.
Getting a little tired of dying. Maybe I should charge Big Al extra every time I take a fall. I don't recognize these thugs. Probably hired torpedoes from out of town. Tell me this isn't what I think it is. What? Got nothing to say? Time to pay the Verlochin a visit. Yeah, the town can be a real unfriendly place in the middle of a gang war. As I approach closer, my blood runs cold and a knot of ice swells in my stomach. Apparently the Verlochin can sense me. As the voices get closer, I can hear the desperation in the human voices begging for mercy. Just like Big Al and Bruno, the Verlochin trade in souls. But they're the only family still using curses to punish those who step out of line. Believe me, I should know.
There has to be another way. Please, I'm begging you.
Come now, Oliver. Begging is so unseemly, and I'm afraid quite pointless. Come in, Eddie. We're almost done here.
But things have changed.
Everything changes at one point or another. But we've honored our bargain, and we expect you to do the same.
But I couldn't expect this. How could I?
Ignorance is a weakness, not an excuse.
My wife, she's going to have a baby. We're going to have a family.
You're still going to have a family.
But not spiders. Please, not spiders!
This is an unexpected surprise, Eddie.
Yeah, right. I need your help.
Help from us, considering our history. Yes, our history. I'm more than a little skeptical.
You've already got my soul. Already cursed me. At least with you, I know where I stand. As far as demons go, you're about the only ones I can trust.
Where did you get this?
Does it matter? It's a listing of damned souls, right? People who sold their souls to Big Al, to Bruno, to you. So why would someone be willing to kill for a book of souls?
Your assumptions are amusing, Eddie. The book is much more than that. See, mortal souls listed alongside the name of the demon who brokered the deal. The true name.
That's supposed to mean something to me? Because I'm drawing a blank.
Speaking a demon's true name has great power. Power to force a demon to do one's bidding.
All right. So the book's worth something. Maybe this isn't about spoiling Big Al's truce after all. You don't seem overly worried. Your name's not listed, is it?
Hardly a concern. The book is written in a language only a pure demon can decipher. Without translation, Control will be random at best.
And what's to stop another demon from using your true name against you? Still, makes sense. Someone steals the book, then kidnaps the bookkeeper to force him to translate. Only the demon's too stubborn to cooperate. And if they needed a demon to translate in the first place, then whoever stole the book is mortal. Human. Been nice visiting. Let's do this again real soon.
Something else on your mind, Eddie?
The place where I go when I die.
So you remember, we were starting to believe you were too dense to open your eyes. Either that, or you're much less curious than we give you credit for.
It's not hell. Not exactly. But it can't be.
No, it can't.
Then where? I've seen someone, something.
So many people think a fall from heaven was like falling out of bed. A shooting star, perhaps, or poor Icarus with his melted wings. But it was slow and painful. For centuries we seek refuge after the heavenly realm slipped through our fingers. And for a time we settled in a land beneath the notice of the host. But we shared it with mortal dwellers whose sins filled with greed, revenge, and bloodshed filled that void to gather souls. Our influence got stronger as we let the mortals make their own choice. A choice that offers what they desire more than what they want. So we offer comfort within the shadows whose souls are sold to the darkness.
So you hid, like roaches scurrying from the light.
We found a place where even the host dared not tread.
And the others, the people,
lost souls.
You knew. You son of a bitch. All this time, you knew!
You know that won't work here, Eddie. Not in this place. If you're trying to prove a point, you're wasting your... Have a seat, Eddie. We still have a lot to discuss.
Little friend here is refusing to translate the book.
You want this to end, don't you? All you need to do is translate.
It's forbidden.
Forbidden, you piece of shit. Do whatever you need to do. I'll be in my office. Let me know when he speaks. You know, you should be proud of yourself. You're going to be the most important demon in history.
I gotta hand it to you, Danny. You got ambition. Not much in the way of smarts, but ambition you got in spades.
Eddie! I wish I could say I was glad to see you.
Take a seat and put down the book.
Look, I want you to think for just a second. Think of what you're passing up. Think of what you're doing. Your name is in the book too. That's right. All we need to do is get that demon to crack this code, and you can get your life back. You can have anything you wanted.
Tempting. What's in it for you?
What do you think? I'll finally get to crawl out of Big Al's thumb for a change, and those demons, they'll be listening to me, and not the other way around.
You think some demon's just gonna hand you the keys to the castle?
We'll see.
Anything I want, huh? You think maybe that's not such a good idea for you?
I'll take my chances.
And here I thought I made bad bets. Give me the book, Danny.
What? So you're just gonna shoot me and take this book? Are you still sore from that incident in the alley?
You know...
What's up, smart guy? Nothing to cut wise about now? I told you to stay out of my way. I told you to stay away from Sophie, but you didn't listen. And now look at you. I'm gonna let you off on that account, but here's what you missed. Sophie's name is in the book, too. That's right. Her brother told me about this book and asked in return that I help his sister reclaim her soul and break the curse. You should thank me. I know you still love her.
And when she gets her soul back, what makes you think she'll love a scumbag like you?
You shouldn't have come here alone.
What makes you think I'm alone?
Danny, look.
I'll take the book from here. Cunning, cruel, devious. You would have made a good demon, Mr. O'Brien.
Touche, Eddie. Look, I have no beef with your family. Only Roarkes and Aligheri's. You could benefit from this. We could benefit from this. We could make a deal.
We set the terms of any bargain in which we are involved, Mr. O'Brien. And we will never let this book be used by a mortal, not even against our enemies. But perhaps there is an arrangement that you might find agreeable. The choice is yours, Mr. O'Brien. Come with us.
In all this darkness, I just follow the light. Through this light, I can see my mother's eyes and her lovely face. She was taken away too soon from my brother and me. I couldn't protect her when her illness weakened her body. But now I can hold her for only an instant and say, I'm sorry.
Boss, there's someone here to see you.
You know what I'm here for. I'll be here. Hey, there's some pages missing here.
That's a real shame. Give Al my regards.
You know, you're a real piece of...
Get out. What have I done? I promised myself once I wouldn't intentionally use this curse to give the Verloken demons fresh souls. But to see my mother's face again, I would do it over and over again. As for Sophie, things didn't go so easily for her.
Please don't let them come back. Please don't!